So if you watch the video, you'll know the rough mechanism for the way that I can manually slide the roof back and down the side. This is how I'm going to automate it. So you can see this is the bar in the previous video with the pivot point here and the sort of lock here. I've added this lever here, which has got a pinion here, and the idea is that I'll mount a motor, a linear actuator here, which will pull and push this. So if you imagine, this is going to go right, there we go, and it'll go all the way. It doesn't look like it's going all the way here, but it is going all the way right down to its flat, and then again it pushes it and it will go back. Right, so to get that to work, I need a linear actuator, which is basically a kind of motor with a bar that pushes out and pulls back. But linear actuators are kind of expensive and not very high torque. They're for like opening greenhouse windows and stuff like that. I needed a high power one because at the point where this is here, it's basically lifting the weight of the roof up, which won't be a lot, it'll be 10 kilograms, 15 kilograms or so. But it'll be, you know, enough that it needs to be a decent amount of power, and then once it gets to kind of like, you know, here, it's really not lifting very much. So it can start off slow, which is another benefit of using stepper motors. It can start off slow and then it can speed up. So this is the build of the first sort of custom linear actuator. So we've got a piece of 2020 aluminium extrude here. We've got a 6mm cable belt running through it. I've made a 3D printed mount here to mount a 23 NEMA stepper on here with a gear, and then that runs through the runs through these two wheels and the four wheels at the top, so that basically it can pull itself back and forwards. But this will be the pivot point, so this is the motor. Okay, so this is in the picture, this is what doesn't move, and instead this goes out and in. So at the moment I've just got it set up to a wire so I can go, and this is where I'll have to probably put this down because I've got not enough fingers. So imagine that's your lever, and then I can go. I'll be able to go quicker than this, but just now I'm just putting it to that speed just so that I can get an idea of it. The steppers are powerful enough. The limiting factor at the moment is just getting enough tension into this belt. But as I say, I don't think I'm going to be pulling any more than about 10 kilos at the highest point, so I think this is plenty. Whether I need one of these each side, one of these to pull it up, or whether that'll twist it a bit, and whether I'll need one each side, I don't know yet, but that's the idea.